there's no work, there's no jobs for anybody in the town, there's no industry at all in the town. And I mean, I voted last year for Labour, but this year I'm not.
Why UKIP?
It just sounds, well, they're trying to do something.
I'm not quite sure what I'll vote yet. I think just sometimes a change is as good as the rest, basically. I think, you know, everybody's worth a chance.
I don't think Labour's doing what they've ever said they would do in the past. And UKIP's got the right idea. Fight for our own country, keep our country our own.
Tell me why you voted UKIP, sir.
Just for a change, do you think?
Kick up the backside big style.
And why is that?
Because we get sick of foreigners.
They're just taking us for granted, and they just need just that little nudge to say when big elections come, you need to book your idea. So,
which way did you vote? Did you?
UKIP.
So are you normally a UKIP voter, or is that a new thing for you?
New.
So immigration, again, first thing to people's minds. Mark Openshaw has been on his stall for 30 years, and he knows it's an awkward subject.
Rotherham's full, you know, we're getting too many of the, you know, wrong people. The country itself, we can't afford it anymore. You know, any more people coming in, I think the country's full up.
When you say wrong people, does that make you feel bad saying that?
Well, yeah, in a way, but you know, we just can't afford it, can we?
Well, I'm hoping that it's not just a protest vote. That's what I'm hoping. I hope people think, well, I voted once and that's it. I hope that we really get a change policy in country at all.
UKIP, do you normally vote for them?
No.
What made you go for them?
Just their policies, basically, with keeping the borders under control, etc.
Would you vote for them in a general election or just for the council election?
I'd have to think about their policies, basically.
Would you vote for UKIP at a general election when we're electing the government?
I think I might, yeah.
Why?
Just because they seem quite popular and they're different, aren't they? It'd be nice to have someone different in.
They've got some good policies, I think.
Such as?
Immigration. I'm not being racist, but, you know, they've got the right idea.
When Wilson took us in, what was called was a common market. That conjures up an idea of trade, a market. No one said anything else about being federal. No one said anything at all about altering our laws and saying who we've got to have in our country. When you think, our forefathers, my father, my grandfather, they fought in wars for our country and the ethos and the ideology that we live by, and I don't see why we should give it away. When we get somebody who's coming over, rapes our young people, murders, steals, they say, oh, we've got to stop here because it's our human rights. What about the human rights of the people that have done that too? Sorry, that's wrong. And I'd like to know, where do they get the money from to get all these solicitors to do it? Because when I wanted to try and fight, but I'm not talking about serious abuse of my disabled son with a Rotherham Borough Council, I didn't have enough money to fight, and it's been swept under the carpet. And it's because of lying, covering up, and not being honest is why I've joined UKIP. We've worked all our life, and now that we're pensioners, oh, there's too many of you, you're too expensive to keep. Who the hell got this country running? Oh, I'm running after the war.
Would you say that you've been waiting for a party like UKIP to come along for a long time?
Yes, absolutely. And it's going to grow. I know that you say it's a lot of old codgers, yes, because we've lived through all this. We've seen what we've done to make our country great, and we've seen how we're losing it. And not only that, the rich, at the top end, they've got their fingers into all the pies, and they don't give a toss about us down here.
Why is it that you have supported UKIP, or are supporting UKIP?
I've voted Labour, and the stuff I've heard about Labour Council is disgrace to me. So I think it's time for a change, and I think the people I have been talking to are fed up.
Yeah, I voted UKIP.
Why is that?
I don't want to get too heavy on this, you know, but I think basically England should be for the English.
And that's why you voted UKIP?
Yeah, there's too many foreigners over here. We should shut the doors. Enough's enough.
Were there any other issues that influenced you in this election?
Not really, no. They all promise things, but usually doesn't materialise. So,
just about immigration, as far as you're concerned. What were the big issues then that persuaded you to vote the way you did?
Well, I don't think we should be in the EU. No, I don't. So if we can get out of that and somebody would get us out, I'd be quite pleased. I think they've got too much to say about this country.
What,
and I think
the EU?
The EU, yeah.
We're governed by those, aren't we?
Yeah.
And that's the big issue here in
It's a
Basildon?
big issue for me, anyway. And, of course, the immigrants. Say no more on that one.
I just think that people have had enough. Doesn't matter what's going on around it. They've seen what's going on. It's gone into stalemate. Everybody's struggling. Don't matter how well they say the economy's doing. We got less money in your pocket. They've got the right ideas at the moment.
So who have you voted for in the past? Have you come over to UKIP? Or?
I've gone over to UKIP.
From?
I was Conservative. I've gone from Conservative to UKIP. Just purely for that fact. It's gone into stalemate. They're battling each other. Nothing's changing. UKIP have come in. Fresh face. Let's see if they can do anything.
The two main policies that I'm voting UKIP for is because I think we should come out of Europe, and I think we should curb immigration. I mean, they'll never stop it now because they'll be closing the door when it's all happened.
Well, why do you feel so negative about immigration?
Well, you've only got to...
Well, it's like our working lads. You know, they work. Yeah, they get immigrations in. They'll work for pittance. So it's really not fair on our lads, is it?
If I'm honest, I never used to be racist. Never. But this government, in the things it's doing, is making me racist. And I think it's not just me, it's thousands of other people it's making like a semi-racist, if you know what I mean.
In what way?
They're letting immigrants in and giving them everything.
Yeah, we like the old Rotherham back, won't we?
Yeah, we would, yeah.
All the Labour government, Conservatives have done nothing for the likes of me, nothing for the likes of the average man on the street, people who live in areas like this. We have nothing. Nothing for kids, nothing for British people. I'm not racist. I'm just saying, we need jobs more than other people. Sort your own house out first before you're sorting everyone else's.
I'm fed up with promises that aren't carried out. I've been a Tory voter all my life. And Nigel, what he says is, I think, what everyday people are thinking. He doesn't mind what he says.
Agree with their policies, putting British people first. I don't think it's a racist group at all. I think it's very PC of everyone to accuse UKIP of being racist because they discuss topics that British people are now concerned about, which the immigration's too much, primary school places are really hard to get into, council housing is just non-existent unless you've got certain needs, and a lot of immigrants seem to fit those needs.
And hopefully it's going to be the way forward, like to get things sorted out for the immigration.
And do you want Nigel Farage to be your MP?
Yeah, why not? End of the day, do you know what I mean? It's like that they said over there. You know, we're giving Conservative all the chances, Liberal Democrats, the Labour. Every time they seem to come to power, there doesn't seem nothing happening all the time. You know what I mean? It's the same old speech every time. Hopefully, with someone new in and something like to put fresh in, maybe might be able to get something done.
Westminster is run by a cosy clique who aren't on our side but in politics for themselves.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
That's true.
You'll vote for him?
Yeah.
Right. Very good.
I think quite a few people around here will, as you've probably found out.
Yeah, you're third out of three.
There you go. Yeah, I'll go to the fourth one.
All right. Do you think you might vote for him?
Yeah.
And vote for UKIP?
Yeah.
Why do you think you might do that? What is it about UKIP?
Give the rest a shake-up. They don't give the monkeys what happens down here.
Look at it all. Yeah, we're a backwater, aren't we? That nobody gives a shit about.
And do you think he and Mr Farage are any different?
Well, I'm hoping so.
Who did you used to vote for in the past?
Labour.
Did you?
Yeah, I always voted Labour.
So what changed?
Well, bloody Blair. He went more bloody Tory than the bloody Tories, didn't he?
But this fella, until a week ago, was in the Conservative Party himself.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're going to vote for him.
Well, yeah, yeah, but I mean, he wants to make a few changes.
He's doing it for the working man, though, isn't he?
Is he? What if he's just using it to get on the telly and give David Cameron a fright?
No, he's doing it for the working man this time.
Time was Labour was the party of the working man, eh?
Of course it was. Of course it was.
What happened?
Eh? Bloody Thatcher got in, fucking destroyed it, didn't she? Done the working classes, didn't she?
The UKIP's full of people who think Mrs Thatcher was the bee's knees.
Oh, they are. Oh,
They are, they're all Thatcherite. Nigel Farage says he's the keeper of the Thatcherite flame, and
No, is he?
He thinks he's a Thatcherite. This fellow wants to shrink the state. He's no fan of the trade unions and the working man.
Well, I don't suppose he is. Nobody is, are they?
But someone with your politics shouldn't be voting for him.
Yeah, of course they should.
You just want to put two fingers up to them all, don't you?
Yeah.
The reason why I voted for UKIP is because, like, we've had Labour, we've had Conservative, we've had the Liberal Democrats. Want a new party, want somebody who's going to send a voice, especially in Europe, and especially on immigration, especially round here, because we're having different people coming in, taking our jobs, and just working for the minimum wage. Okay, we've lived here nearly all our lives, and we've had to step up the ladder, we've had to work, go to college, earn all our wages and everything else, and then you just see it cut from underneath you, especially by like the immigrants that are coming in, like the Poles and the Ukrainians and everything else from the new European countries that are coming in. Really, you want to get out the EEC and fight for our own and be a better Great Britain again, like before it was everything else. Because Great Britain was all over the world then.
Why do you support Nigel Farage? Why do you support UKIP?
Well, because I think he's a wise man to listen to, and he knows what he's doing.
He's an on-care
he knows what he's talking about, and he's doing for the country. We're United Kingdom, and we'll remain United Kingdom. And always will remain United Kingdom. Why should we go into a European country?
This is a Covenanters flag.
Alex Salmond knows nothing. Alex Salmond could not run to the toilet if he had a fortnight's notice, never mind run the country.